In case you haven't seen my last video, I started a new island on a new Switch. I still have my old one, so don't panic, everything's fine. And with this one, I'm taking it much slower and trying to build it up as naturally as I can with very minimal time traveling and no online trading for items that I don't already have. The goal is to take you all through the progression of my island from start to finish, so it's sort of like a let's play. You know, I'm recording myself live as I'm decorating and designing different parts of my island, and this is the first episode in that series. Are you excited? Because you should be. Alright, so let me give you a rundown of what I have so far. So this is my island. It's called Outset Island. It's from The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. I know, it's not really original, but I love that game. And anytime I think of Outset Island, it just makes me happy. So joy outweighs originality at this point. But right now, I think my island is at either a 1 or a 2 star. Probably a 1 because I haven't done very much, only just this front part that I'm going to show you. So I have 5 villager houses, and Nook is waiting for me to place down the campsite. So the campsite isn't even down yet. So that's how far I am into this game. I don't have terraforming or paths or anything like that. So I'll show you how I place these down in just a little bit. But over here are the shops. I put the Nook shop right here, and it just updated, so that's why there's balloons out here. We're kind of having a moment. All the decorations that you see are temporary. Really, the only thing that's permanent are the paths and the placement of the shops. Everything else I'm still kind of working on. But so far, I think it's coming together pretty nicely, you know? I mean, the decorations aren't amazing, but also I'm sort of decorating for a 2-star level island, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going for a full-blown 5-star island, we're done kind of vibe. Like, my goal is to get the island to a point that I really like, and then I can just use that as a template, so when I start to unlock more things like terraforming and get more furniture items and stuff like that, then I can really expand upon it without changing everything. But up here are these houses that have just got to go. I don't know what I'm going to do with them just yet, but just not here, okay? Just God. And up here is my house that I'm actually going to move. I know exactly where I'm going to put this, so I'm going to be moving that. And over this way is where the museum used to be. I moved it over. I'll show you where in just a second, but the path is still here. This disgusting, repetitive, shouldn't be here path. Give me just a second. I'm going to get rid of it. Okay, that's better. So I'm just going to keep this path here for now because I am going to have a path here. I just need to make it less repetitive. So I'm going to keep this one just as the idea of it. Okay, so here's what we're working on today. I have an idea that I kind of want to experiment with. I don't really know what I'm doing, so you guys are going to kind of see me try to figure it out. But the goal right now is to design everything in what I'm calling this main area. So everything within this side of the river. And the only thing that's going to be on the outside is going to be my house, which I'm going to place over here. You'll see that in just a second. And I'm going to keep the museum up there because I have plans for it. I just can't do it right now because I need terraforming and all that. So I don't want to have to move it later. So it's just going to stay up there for now. But yeah, and so in this video, I'm going to be moving these 3 houses on the outside of the river into the main area. I don't know where exactly, but that's what we get to figure out. So my last island was more of a commercial kind of island, I guess. It's very touristy. It had a hotel and like a music venue and all that. And with this one, I want to go in the opposite direction. So I kind of want to have more of a residential kind of feel to it. You know, like not too touristy, way more natural, just more trees and like these dirt paths and all that. So it's just going to be way more of just kind of like a nice laid back, homey kind of island. And so with that, my idea right now is to have houses that kind of line this river on the inside. And eventually I'm going to do it on the outside too. But right now we're going to do it, you know, maybe here, maybe have one right here. It just depends on how much I can fit, but just kind of like all along this river, I want there to be houses kind of going along the edge of it. All right, does that sound cool? Yeah, I hope it does because that's what we're doing. All right, first things first, we're gonna move my house out of the way. So I have like just over 1 million bells, I think, maybe a little bit more, but I got that through turnips, by the way. I'm not doing online trading, but I bought turnips. I found an island that were buying them for like 600 bells, and yeah, I got some money. All right, you'll find the moving kit you need in your pockets. Yeah, how about you stay out of my pockets, Nook? Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Mind your own damn pockets. All right, so I'm gonna move it up here next to Stu's house, which I love that guy, you know. Oh, look, there he is. There's Stu. Listen. I love Stu because of his music, you know? Yeah, I don't need anything. I'm just using you for your music. But that it just cracks me up, and he's staying with me forever because of that. Oh, by the way, this bridge was a very poor decision. I spent way too many bells on it, like literally all of my bells, and I didn't have enough to buy turnips, so I had to like binge that for a little bit. But I mean, it looks good. I'm gonna keep it, you know, so it's It's fine. Lesson learned. But this is where my house is going to go, if it will fit. I have ideas for it, especially when I get terraforming. So right now, I can't do very much with it. Oh my god, it fits. Hot damn. Yes, sir. This is a good spot. This is it. Watch this. Every time I see that little reaction that he does, I do not relate. I've never felt that way in my life. At least I don't remember. Especially not my adult life. Like, yeah, vacuum the rug. Woo, that rug is clean. Alright, so here's the deal with time traveling in this series. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on, let me get my boy here. Hold still, hold still, hold it. Got him. You had to flee. Thanks for the assist. Yeah, no problem, man. I mainly did it for the Nook Miles, but yeah, sure, you're welcome. So when it comes to time traveling, I'm only letting myself do it when I'm moving buildings around, because otherwise it's going to take me a few days to move everything in the right spot. So I'm just not going to check the shops or buy anything like that. I'm literally just time traveling to get my houses where I need them so I can decorate. Okay? Is that cool? I'll be back. Good morning. Oh man, okay, this is awkward. It's only temporary. I'm gonna move this house right now, so let's go do that. All right, so I think this is a good spot for Stu's house to go. I want it. No, I want it to be in line with the river back there. You see how it's kind of like a straight line? I think it's just wide enough for the house. Yeah, perfect. Yes, sir. That's it. We can have trees and stuff around it. I think it's gonna look great. Alright, so I gotta time travel again so this house will be built, and then I can move another house. So I'm gonna have to like time travel at least a few more times just because I'm moving these houses around. So, be right back. Alright, so there's Stu's house, and I think that looks pretty good. And I went ahead and moved Hamlet's house over here to this spot. Hamlet's house was over on this side, so I just went ahead and moved it just to save a little bit of time on the video. And I want a bridge right here. You know, I just think like it's the perfect spot for a bridge. I'm not going to be able to terraform for a long time, so I think that will work. Or right here. I probably have like an angled bridge. Interesting. Alright, so definitely some bridge over this way. Either right here or kind of that diagonal part. And I definitely want to have one over here that goes to... Oh, wait. Wait. Oh my god, it was supposed to go right here. God. No. Let me see. Yeah, this is exactly where it's supposed to go. I just put Hamlet's house in front of it. God. Oh, yeah, because the museum's right there, and I wanted to have a bridge going up to the museum. So I accidentally put Hamlet's house right in front of where it's supposed to go. Yeah, I got to move it again. So I just wasted 50,000 bells. God. You know, I think I need to figure out the paths and the bridge first. I think before I'm moving these houses, because I'm going to just keep running into stuff like this. So definitely a path leading up to, this bridge that was supposed to be here. And so it's going to have one right there, maybe a little something, I don't know, whatever, right here. And then a path that kind of comes out, and maybe they meet in the middle. And then that leads up to where the bridge is going to be. So I think that's kind of how I want it. And then I can have another one coming out this way. Yeah, I just need to do the paths first, because otherwise I'm going to keep running into this. So if I put the paths down, it will show me how much space I have to work with, and then I'll know exactly where to put the houses. So let's work on that first. Alright, so I'm going with the stone bridge, and I think I'm going to do the diagonal. Okay, well, maybe not. How about over here? Okay, well, just forget my dreams. Alright, fine, let's do it this way. Have it your way. Let's see what it looks like. I don't really like it. It's too small. It's fine. I don't care. Just let's just keep going. I can change it later if I need to. Alright, so it's a new day. I just got rid of this little path that was up to Hamlet's house, So now I need to move this tree because I think the path is going to go from the bridge over here and like kind of connect to this one. So this tree's coming with me. And I think this rock needs to go too, so I will destroy that with my muscles. Alright, so here's how I'm placing down these paths. I just go into the custom designs, and here's all the ones that I downloaded from the sister shop. And then I just click display on ground, and it just pops up wherever I'm standing. Can I get it closer? Please say I can get it closer. Okay, good. Small panic attack, but we're fine. And that's all I do. So basically, I just stand where I want it to go into the custom designs app, and then select display on ground. It might seem like a pain in the ass, and that's because it is. It's kind of annoying, but you kind of get into a flow with it once you just do it over and over again. These paths were absolutely perfect for what I was going for on this island. I will have the creator code to it in the description of this video. It's all from the same person, so that's pretty awesome. What I love about it is that you have a lot of different options, and mainly I was wanting some kind of stone path, but with like mostly dirt, so not like a full like brick path or whatever. So just exactly what you're seeing is what I was looking for. Now they have a few variations of these. I only downloaded a couple, but I have just enough to make it to where I can mix them up and it doesn't look repetitive, you know? That's how I make this work. I'm switching between the stone and the leaves and all the other ones that I downloaded in order to like mix it up, so it's just not the same thing copied and pasted over and over. That's what happened by the museum, and it just looked horrible. So having at least 2 variations of the same piece, you know, like the same angle, will go a long way. I think I'm using 3 variations, and that's just to give me more options. So I'm gonna go through this part pretty slowly so you guys can see my thought process. All right, see a master at work. No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so 2 stone pieces there, that's fine. We're not getting to the part where it's repetitive just yet. I want to have the path kind of come up a little bit, so we'll bring it down a little right here. Still using the stone part of it, that's fine. We're going to have it start to kind of come out this way. So I'm doing a lot of stone pieces because the middle is where I'm going to fill that in a little bit. You'll see. Up here I'm going to do just 1 stone piece, but I'll do like the alternate. Yeah, let's do this version of it. And then above this one, since I've used a lot of stone pieces, I'm going to switch it to maybe just this grass. Yeah, that looks fine. You know, not repetitive at all. And then down here, I'm using a lot of stone, so I kind of want to get away from that. So I'm going to use a puddle, which looks great, you know, it gives it some color. All right, this part down here is starting to like throw me off, so I'm just going to get rid of it. Okay, so now I can work on this part right here. So this is going to be the edge of the path that's going to kind of go down the middle. So we're going to do leaves there since I use a stone above it. And now we're going to start connecting the bottom path here. So let's do leaves. No. Let's do this one. And we'll use leaves down here. Yeah, that'll look better because I changed my mind because, you know, the tree is closer to this part. So it kind of makes sense, you know, like trees and leaves. And hey, is that my girl? Hang on a second. What's up, baby? How you doing? You selling me some rugs? Oh, scared her off. Okay, so let's fill in this middle section. So I'll use stone here, and then no more stone because it's too many. We'll do, no, not there. We'll do grass there. And then behind me, I'll do another puddle. No, because I already used one. So I guess just grass. Honey, you got to get out of the way, okay? You're cute, but I'm busy. I'll text you later. Okay, I don't want to beat this into the ground. I'm sure you guys get the idea. If you're using these paths or some similar to it, you just want to mix them up and not use the same ones over and over. That way it doesn't look like it's just been copied and pasted, and it's way more realistic. All right, so here's the path. I think it's looking pretty good. It might change later, but for right now, I think it looks great over here by this bridge. Connects down here, and it doesn't look repetitive. I love it. I love it. All right, so I'm going to do what I just did but for this entire area. And like the best thing to do when trying to figure out the placement of your paths is putting down a few starting points. Like up there, I know I want a bridge, so I went ahead and put a path down. And down here, I know that I want a path going into the residential services building, so I've already started that. And then I just start placing a few paths down on each side and kind of work my way into each other. So, you know, I'll put a few down here, and then when I get stuck or don't really know what to do, I'll go up to the next starting point and then start placing a few things down there. So it's just kind of like going back and forth, and eventually the path meets. And that just kind of helps me shape the path a little better, especially when I don't really know how I want it to look, you know? All right, so I finally got that connection there, which looks pretty good, you know? It's not too bad so far. And I have another starting point over here, which I think I want the path to go over or like around the tree, so let me just start this over. And there we go. You see, now I have this part connected, and now I can start filling in the gaps. Okay, so I don't really know where to go from here because this is where it splits. So let me clean this up a little bit. So I'm going to have it, yeah, it's looking pretty good. So it's going to start from here and then go all the way up to where a bridge is going to be. So I'm going to start placing down some paths and then working my way down to where it's going to split and just see how it looks. All right, so not too bad. I have the outline, and then I can just go in there and fill in the middle bits, which is going to be pretty easy. And now I'm just going to keep going around with the path, so I got to bring it by where Stu's house is. So hopefully this is showing you guys how I figure this stuff out or how I design it. I don't really know what I'm doing, you know? Like, I don't have like a clear-cut vision. It's just kind of like I know where I want the path to start and end. And then you can just kind of start placing them down and seeing how it ends up. All right, more than likely, I had to skip around a lot in the video because I'm already like a couple hours into it. I'm trying to keep the video under 20 minutes. So here's the finished product of the paths. And you see, like, I did the same thing. I had the starting point here because I know I want the bridge there, and then I just connected it. And another good rule of thumb is use the trees. Like, I did not remove a single tree in this area, and that helps me shape the path. I just kind of made the path go around the trees, and that just made it look really good because these paths don't look good straight. Might I remind you of the museum? Just garbage. So I just left the trees where they were and just kind of zigzagged around them, and I think it came out so much better than if I would have just, you know, tried to do it myself. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need your help with this. So what should I put right here? You know, I don't know what would look good. Maybe a cafe or a park or something. What do you think? Let me know. What should go right here? I might keep this part down here pretty empty, but or maybe like a kind of beachy, maybe a table or something. I don't know. But let me know what you guys think will look good in this spot because I'm kind of drawing a blank. All right, so here is the rest of it. I got this path connecting all the way up here. There's going to be a bridge, more houses. This part I'm not crazy about, so this is still kind of a question mark, but I like the idea of it. And yeah, more houses over here, which I'm going to get to the houses in the next episode. This one just kind of turned into doing the paths, but I think that's a good place to start. Do the paths first. I know how much space I have to work with, and now I know exactly where to put the houses when I go to do that. So tune in for the next episode. You will see me decorating the houses, get them all set up, and then moving on to the next space. It's going to be fun. I promise. But that is it for today. I really appreciate you guys watching and would love some feedback. This is totally new for me, so just let me know what you think. What did you like? What didn't you like? What sucked? You know, like all that good stuff. But if you enjoyed it, please give this video a like and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any. But thanks again, and I'll talk to you soon.